and thanks for tuning in. Today's video is my July and August empties. So let's get started. I will go ahead and with things that I normally have pretty much in every empties, I won't spend too much time on it because they're just normal stuff that I have. The first two are going to be the Bath & Body Works Deep Cleansing Hand Soaps. This one is in Seaside Sunrise and this one is Endless Weekend. Love these soaps, always will repurchase, and I like the ones that have the exfoliating beads in it. Those are the ones that I purchase. And I'm just going in any kind of order. I'm not going in any specific order. This next one is by Bath & Body Works. This is the Forever Sunshine Body Mist. Like this smell. It's really pretty for spring and summer. But I have a ton of perfumes and other body mist I'm trying to work through, so I don't need any more. Let's see. This is by Bath & Body Works. This is the Cashmere Glow Ultra Shea Body Cream. Love these. Will repurchase them. The cashmere is one of my favorite scents. It's just like that warm vanilla. And I'm not really a big vanilla person, but it's like a nice, light, warm vanilla. I love it for fall and winter. As far as the glow, I don't know if the glow is supposed to be because you get like a little bit of glow on your body with the body cream. I didn't see any of that on my skin. But as far as the scent, love the scent, and I do like the body cream, so would repurchase those again. Next is the Apelli Cucumber Cleansing Tissues. I get these at Big Lots. They're 60 tissues or pre-moistened tissues for $2. I don't use them to remove my makeup on my face, but I do use it for cleaning up as well as for swatches. I always have these on my counter when I'm doing my makeup. I love these. Always will repurchase. This is the Roots of Nature Remedies Shea Butter Green Tea Strengthening Oil Moisturizer. I've had this forever and it's finally done. Did like it. It worked okay. You guys know I'm not really a huge person with, you know, doing things with my hair and putting products in my hair. But it did work nice. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. It took me forever to use that. I've had that for several years. This is Degree Dry Protection Shower Cream Invisible Solid Deodorant. Degree is my favorite deodorant to use. This is by Bath & Body Works. This is the Aromatherapy Stress Relief. This is in the Eucalyptus Spearmint Luxury Bath. Love this. Always repurchase this. It just is really a nice bubble bath. It's nice and relaxing. I love the eucalyptus scent. I always purchase that particular scent. I do need to venture out and maybe try a different scent, but always will repurchase this. It just bubbles up really nice, and you guys know I love my foam, my bubble, my lather. I love all that stuff. So always will get this one. This is a candle by Bath & Body Works. It's the White Barn Watermelon Lemonade. This had a really nice scent. It did smell up the air, the room, which I really liked. So that is a nice one. I love Bath & Body Works candles. We'll always repurchase those. This is the Sephora Instant Nail Polish Remover for Glitter. This is the first one I actually ever tried where you put your finger in it. And it did remove the glitter very well. The only complaint that I had with it, and which is why I probably wouldn't repurchase it again, is when you stuck your finger in it, the color of the sponge, I guess, that's in there, it would get like all over your finger. So I would have to go in afterwards with a cotton ball and nail polish remover anyway to remove that. So it was sort of a two-step thing for me. I don't have a problem using the 100% acetone nail polish remover and a cotton ball to get glitter nail polish off. So for me, this is not a necessity, you know, to purchase again. I just use, you know, my 100% acetone and a cotton ball, and that takes away the glitter just fine. So I wouldn't repurchase that one again. All right, let's see. This is the Olay Regenerist Advanced Anti-Aging Cleanser. This one I really didn't care for. You're able to use this, I believe you're able to use this every single day. It's like gentle enough. But there are exfoliating beads that you can definitely feel as you're going ahead and you're washing your face. I didn't like it because it didn't lather up at all, And for me, when I do my face or to clean it, I need a cleanser that actually bubbles up or foams up a little bit or a lot for me. But I need to see some foam. Otherwise, I just really feel like my skin's not really getting clean. And I always say it's probably just in my mind, but that's just how I am. So for that reason, I wouldn't repurchase this one again. I just didn't really care for it. So yeah. This one, on the other hand, I really did like. This is the L'Oreal Revitalift Radiant Smoothing Cream Cleanser. This one I really did like, and I would repurchase this. I'm actually putting this on my list to buy. I do obviously have other samples and stuff to use, but this is definitely going on a list to buy. You only needed a little bit of this, and it lathered up big time, and I love that. It just, my face felt very clean after, you know, washing it, and my face felt nice and soft and smooth. I didn't feel stripped or anything like that. So I really just, all in all, really like this cleanser, and like I said, a little bit went a long way, so this lasted quite a bit. And it's drugstore brand. I'm sure you can get a coupon or on sale. So this is going on my list to purchase. I really like that. This is the Estee Lauder Sparkling Clean Mattifying Oil Control Lotion. I get this at my CCO. I don't know if they sell this still at Estee Lauder, but it is at my CCO. When I go there, I usually get a couple of them because it is a far drive for me. But yeah, this was $22? No, $17.25. I love this. I think this works really good. I'm actually out of toner now. I have no more toner. So if you guys can recommend or suggest any kind of toners for me to use, I would really appreciate that. I have very oily skin, so please keep that in mind when you're suggesting a toner for me. But yeah, I need a toner because I have absolutely nothing. Will repurchase this the next time I go at my CCO. This is the St. Ives Even and Bright Pink Lemon and Mandarin Exfoliating Body Wash. I got this free from Influencer to test out and share with you guys. And when I first did the review, I mentioned that, you know, basically you need quite a bit to lather up or get a lot of lather for my liking. So I didn't like that part of it. And the exfoliating beads, you would never even know that there's anything exfoliating in there unless you read it on the bottle because it's that gentle. So I did like that. But the biggest thing of why I would repurchase this again is the smell. The smell is so fresh and awakening that it totally perks you up if you're tired. And I mentioned that in my video when I talked about this last time. If you're a person that has to wake up in the morning, you're not a morning person, you have to take a shower right away, I would definitely get it for that reason alone because the scent of this is just so awakening and fresh that it totally wakes you up. So for that reason alone, I would repurchase this. I really love the smell of this. I'm not going to put a price on that because I did receive that free. This is It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Light. Now, I've had the original, which is in, I think, the darker blue bottle, and I honestly really didn't care for that one. This one I really do like. I feel like it is lighter. It's not as heavier. For whatever reason, the original dries my hair out. Even my girls, I noticed when I put it in their hair, it dries their hair out. This is a much better detangler than the other one, than the original. So I think I have one more of these left, but I would repurchase this. I really, you know, we use this a lot. Like I said, especially my girls when they take a shower, they spritz a little bit of their hair and we brush it out, and it just, there's literally no tangles. So I would repurchase this when I'm done with the other one. I really like that one a lot. Alright, this is the Ulta brand Beauty Smoothie Creamy Colada Sugar Scrub. This smells delicious. It smells like pina colada. This was very gentle exfoliating beads, at least for my liking. I love the smell, but I did notice though it didn't really leave me like moisturized at all. Like, you know, when you use scrubs, usually you rinse it off and you get some sort of like a moisturizing feeling on your body. This I didn't get that with. But I do love the smell, and it was very gentle. I might just try it one more time in another scent just to see, you know, how it works, but I don't know. I don't know, because it says it's with sea salt and coconut oil, so you would think that it would leave your skin a little bit moisturized, but for me, it really didn't, so I don't know. You get these pretty cheap, obviously, too, with like a $3.50 coupon, and then if it's on sale, so I might try it again. I might give it another shot. The next item is by Bath & Body Works. This is the Moonlight Path Golden Sugar Scrub. So this is what it looks like right here. This one, the exfoliating sugar crystals were very harsh. And I have pretty, like, you know, I don't know, tough skin, I guess. Like, I don't, you know, harsh things really don't bother my skin that much. I don't have, like, sensitive skin. But this was just very, very harsh. And the other thing I just really didn't like about it, it's probably more what I didn't like about it than just the harshness of the crystals, was that when you did wash it off, it left the bottom of the shower so slippery and oily, and it left my skin so oily. I don't want to say greasy, but it was very oily. I don't mind when you use a scrub and you wash things, when you wash it off and you know, your body feels moisturized. I like that. But this was like sitting on top of my skin and it's like it did not like absorb into my skin and that really bothered me. It's like I felt oily like for like a couple of hours and I don't like that feeling. So for that reason, I would not repurchase that one again. I have 2 boxes of my Q-tips. One's a big size. This is the one I think I get at BJ's. This is $6.25 and this is the $3.75. Love Q-tips. We'll always repurchase Q-tips. This is the Karma Cream Hand and Body Lotion by Lush. I've showed this before. I love this. We'll always repurchase this. Last time I purchased this, I used this only as a hand cream because it's just, for me, a very luxurious body lotion. But this time around, I did use it for my body, and I seriously, if you guys have never tried this, I would definitely see if you can get a sample at Lush. I love this. I will always repurchase this. It is, let's see, it's perfume. It has perfume with orange and patchouli and pine. I love the scent, and like I said, there's just the texture of it. It just feels like luxury going on my skin. I absolutely love this. We'll always repurchase this. Ow. And for Lush products, I think there's so many, I don't know how many, I think there's like 4 or 5. If you keep the container, then you can go ahead and bring it back to the store for like a free jar of one of the, I think like the refrigerated masks or something like that. But it's worth it to keep your little Lush containers if you didn't know that. It's almost like the Back to Mac program. Alright, let's see. And I think this 2 are the last items and then we'll get into makeup. Okay. This is by Briogeo. I always say that wrong. Curl Charisma. This is for your hair. This one was pretty good. It, you know, made my hair feel nice and soft. My curls were soft. But again, I just don't do too much with my hair, so I don't know if I would buy this again. But it did work pretty good. It's with no parabens, silicones, or phthalates, so that was nice to use. This one I have very mixed feelings about. This is the Sephora Dark Spot Minimizing Serum. So this is what it looks like. It has like that, like rubber, sorry, it's all disgusting. I don't want to really show you that, but it has that rubber like applicator. So you press it out. You're supposed to put it on your dark spots and then, you know, circle motion and rub it in. Now, the problem I have with this is this. My skin, like I mentioned before, it's not like I have a dark spot here and here and here. I literally have dark patches, like right here, and I'm sure it's probably noticeable because it's not even bronzer or anything, it's my skin. I have a dark patch that goes right across from here, and I have it all over here. I just have lots of dark, like long patches of dark spots on my skin. So with using this, instead of, you know, I did go in and I basically applied it to my whole face. And I used the applicator. I would let it sit for like a minute and then I would go with my hands and then just basically use it almost like as a moisturizer. Like that's how I would apply it. And there were days where I did notice that my skin did look lighter, or those dark patches looked lighter. And then there were days where I just felt like it looked normal. So I don't know. I don't know if it was this or if it's just my skin. If any of you have tried this, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below if you have tried this, of how it worked for you. Because I don't know if I should just purchase another one of these, but I did have a YouTube friend that has the same, you know, skin issues as me, and she has tried something in the past that worked for her. So I think I'm going to try that before I maybe go back to this again. But yeah, that's just my thought on that. Oh, actually I have one more thing. And this is the When by Chaz Dean, the Sweet Almond Mint. This is the Remoist Intensive Hair Treatment. I am finally done with all of these. I just, like I said in previous videos, I just don't think it's worth it for the price that it is. I didn't see any huge difference in my hair. I definitely, though, would say I like this better than the actual pump, like, cleanser. This is more of the, like, conditioner or hair treatment, but not enough where I would repurchase it. Alright, I think the rest I have is makeup. Oh no, I still have one more thing, I'm sorry. 2 more things. 2 more things, that's it. Alright, next thing is by Josie Moran. This is the 100% pure argan oil. This is my second bottle of using this and I'm all done. I wouldn't repurchase this. The oil sort of makes my skin, the oil sort of sits on top of my skin. It does take a while for this to absorb into my skin. So I have tried different ways to use this. I use this for like my cuticle area around my nails. I also have used it for like the ends of my hair, you know, when I do my hair straight. But it's just not something that I really enjoyed really using, so I wouldn't repurchase it for myself. And the last thing as far as non-makeup items, I think, is the Lancome Rollable Perfume in Miracle. I got this as a gift from a friend, so I will not put a price on this. It was a pretty scent, but not enough where I would repurchase a full size of that. And I do not like rollables. I rather have the bottle or spritz of perfume. Alright, so let's just talk about these real quick makeup items. I was washing my brushes one night and little goober got into them and he tore apart these two brushes, so these are going in the garbage. Let's see, we got some lip liners. This one is by ColourPop. It's in the color Frida. It's a lip pencil. I would repurchase this color. I like ColourPop lippy items. I've never tried actually their mattes and all that. I've just tried their lippy sticks and pencils. I do prefer the sticks over the pencils, but this was nice to use. I do have it in the stick version, so I like that color, and that was the color that Coffee Break with Danny collaborated with them on, so yeah. And this is, I believe, it's BH Cosmetics in Stripped. If it's wrong, I will go ahead and put it up on the screen for you. It's obviously everything is sharpened off, so I can't see, but this is the color. It's just like a pink. You know, it's okay. I wouldn't really repurchase that one either. I think I'm just over pink. I can't wait for more full colors. I'm sick of pink, I think. Yeah. And this one is an eyeliner. This is the Scandal Eyes or Rimmel. This is in nude. And I mentioned this in other videos too. I don't like nude or white in my waterline, so I've tried other ways to use this so I can work through it. And the two ways that I found that worked well for me with this was one as almost like a lip base. I would put it on my lips and then go on top with whatever lipstick or gloss I was going to use. And I liked it as an eye primer. So I would just do my eyes, you know, put it as an eye primer, rub it in, and then go ahead with a powder just to set it. So I'm glad that I found a couple of ways to work through it, but I wouldn't purchase that particular shade again. I might purchase the black when I'm in need of a black one because it is creamy, so I did really like it, and they're really reasonable, you know, affordable prices. So I might try like a different shade at some point. Alright, let's see. I have a Naked Lips Peppermint. It's just a like a lip balm. All done with that. This I want to say I think I got from, did I get this from Influencer? No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I got this from Glossy Box. I have to see where I got this. If I don't put a price, it's because maybe I got it from Influencer. I want to say Glossy Box though, but I mean, it's okay. It's a lip balm. It's organic. I mean, I usually use it when I'm going ahead and getting ready to do my makeup for the day. So that's when I usually use this. Wouldn't repurchase it. I have other ones to use to work through. The next two items are eyeliners. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic. This is like a pen type of a tip. Did not like this at all. It just, I don't know, it just like when you went to go apply it, it feathered or bled. So when you try to do a nice line, you would see like it like spreading out over other parts of your eye, which did not like that at all. So I would never repurchase that again. And it's the same thing with this BH Cosmetics liquid eyeliner in black. This one is more of a felt tip pen, but it is the same thing. You go to do like your little dashes or dots and it just spreads, and I don't like that at all. So those are going goodbye. Would not repurchase those. These are the Tarte, basically, what is this? Not So Slick Oil Absorbing Blotting Papers. I think blotting papers are blotting papers, honestly. I've never really found a difference in how they perform. My skin is so oily that it doesn't matter. I will blot, and then I will need to blot probably 2, 3 maybe hours later, but mostly 2. So my biggest thing that I look for as far as the blind tissues is the width of it. I don't like the small little ones. I like the larger ones. So this is like the larger one. I like the larger ones. But I always go back to, for whatever reason, is the Boscia ones. I don't know, I like the Boscia ones better. These do the same thing, but I really love the width of the Boscia ones. So we'll probably repurchase those ones and not Tarte. But obviously if those were on sale at a cheap price, I'll pick them up because I use them all the time. In fact, it's so funny because I use them all the time and I always forget, because I keep them in my purse, I always forget to bring them upstairs to my room for empties. I always wind up throwing them away. And it's sad because I go through them so much, but yeah, I wouldn't, like I said, unless that's like a sale price and I can get them dirt cheap, I wouldn't purchase those again. Alright, mascaras. I have the Bare Minerals Lash Domination. This one I just did not care for. Just did not work well for my eyelashes. Would not repurchase that one. This is the Lorac Cobra Mascara. This, I don't know. Again, and these are just my opinions of how they work for me. If you guys have some of these products that work excellent for you, then that's awesome. I just, it's again, this is just how they work for me. The tip, the brush head is cool because it looks like a cobra, but I just don't think that it's just, I don't know, when using it, it just was weird. It was weird, and I don't know, I just didn't like the brush head for my actual lashes to use. Looking at it was really cool, but just using it I didn't like. And this one that I have was extremely dry. I don't know if that is the case for all of these mascaras, if it's just the one that I got, but I just did not like it. It basically did nothing for my lashes, so would not repurchase that. And this one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I love this one. This is one of my favorite, I guess, prestige or high-end mascaras, and I will repurchase this one. I mean, I have a ton of samples, so I will not have to repurchase for a very long time. But I will repurchase, like when Ulta has the 21 Days of Beauty, if this happens to be like a half off one, I would stock up on these because this is a great mascara. I just love the way it makes my lashes look. Never have a problem with it, so yes, would repurchase. Alright, 4 more things and then we're done. Alright, this is the MAC Single in Brulee. This is a satin shade. It's all done, and I basically just used it as a setting, like shadow, to set my primer for my eyelids. Wouldn't repurchase it because I have tons of shades that are like that, but I will be putting that aside to back to MAC that. I think I need one more thing from MAC to get a free lipstick or whatever, so yeah. This is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and I got a great tip from L's for Living. She had said on one of her videos to a trick that she learned, or I don't know if she came up with it or she learned it from somebody else, but basically to keep your face looking a little bit more matte, before you go on foundation, to lightly dust your face with a pressed or loose powder. And I tried that and it really did work really well for me. I still get oily, that's just my skin. I don't think there's anything that will ever, I don't know, be invented or come about where I will stay completely matte for the whole day. But this does work pretty good when I do my face like this. I do have a larger one of this, so I don't need to repurchase it right now. I do have a ton of powders to go through, so I'm not going to be in the market. But I really did like the way that worked on my skin. The next one is the Hello Flawless by Benefit, and this was in the shade, what is this? Never Settle Petal. And I mentioned this in another video. The tone of this was too yellow for my skin. I did not like that. Also, it has a ton of kickback. I mean, you put your powder brush in there and you go like that and it just kicks up so much powder all over the place. So I don't think that I would repurchase this ever again, even though I could probably maybe get it in a different color. It just, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I'm using right now the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which I just hit pan in, so I'm so excited about that. But I like the way this one works. I like the way this one works. You know, it works pretty good for what I needed to do. And it's obviously cheaper than this, so I would not repurchase that one. The next and last item is the Kat Von D Lock and Load Makeup Setting Spray. I have mentioned before with setting sprays, for me, the only thing that setting spray really does is to make my face look less powdery. If I happen just to apply, you know, too much powder or something like that. That's really all it does for me. Now, I've tried a lot of different setting sprays, and not saying that I've tried every single one because I haven't, but I have Max Fix Plus, I've tried the e.l.f., I've tried Urban Decay, is it the D-Slick? I think it's D-Slick. I've tried the All Nighter, I've tried the NYX Matte Finishing Spray, so I've tried a good amount of them. And they all do the same thing, honestly, for me. As far as keeping like my makeup in place and all that, I don't find that the setting spray really does that for me. There are days that really I go without using any setting spray, and my makeup is just where it's supposed to be at the end of the night, you know, than when I use the setting spray. So for me, like I said, I go towards the Max Fix Plus the most, and I think it's because for me it just gives me more of a better finish than any of the other ones I've tried. It just melds all like the foundation and the powder together, so it just gives me more of like a flawless finish than any of the other ones I've tried. So I wouldn't repurchase this one. I also use the Max Fix Plus, you know, to obviously spray my brushes when I want more of like a foiled or more pigmented eyeshadow look. But obviously you can use any setting spray for that. But I honestly really, out of the ones I've tried, I always go back to the MAC Fix Plus. So I wouldn't repurchase this one. So that is it. Thank you for sticking with me. I usually do these empties every 2 months because I don't really go through a lot of products in a month, but in the 2 month span, I tend to do a good amount where I could do a video. So the next one will be in October, at the end of October, unless I go through a ton in September. But yeah, the next one will be at the end of October. Please let me know in the comments down below as far as a good toner for oily skin. If you have any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm on the market. I have absolutely no toner at all. I would prefer drugstore, but if you have one that is high-end that you think works awesome, then obviously list that down below because I really do need to get one. I would like to get one this weekend, but I'd like to hear your thoughts first and get obviously a recommendation from one of you. I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.